Here I am under the shade of an oak with my mismatched socket sets. I've broken so many sockets and lost so many sockets. Yeah, I lose them. I work outside and I forget about them. They get rained on, they get pushed down in the mud, and I never find them again in my life. So anyway, what is this? It's an extra piece of metal. Okay. So I got the skid steer ready to pull its engine. I'm going to take these off, each of those hinges. I think I'll probably have to take the hinge off so I get texted, because that's a shaft that, yeah, whatever. I'll take that off, I have to unbolt that, and pull this way. And then I got to choose between two engines. This engine is higher hours and older, it looks like. Had a rougher life. And then this one is low hours, runs really well. So I'd prefer this one. But we don't always get what we prefer. So I really won't know until I start her up. It's like an 1.25 inch shaft. Anyway, I really won't know until I've removed this one and seen which, if they're different in any way. Because this one could have a longer shaft for all I know, because a lot of these engines were custom made for whatever they were put into, so that'll make it a little more difficult. So I'm going to start removing it now. Alright, there's Big Daddy. I was amazed how close that tolerance is. If someone had kicked that in, or, well, not kicked that, ran into something that would start rubbing on the shaft. But what I think I'll do next is remove the airbox, which is actually a newer style airbox, probably off of something else. Remove the airbox. Yeah, and see what I need to do, because I need to get down into there. There's a yoke. Oh goodness, a yoke's in there. Shaft, maybe a slip shaft. Hopefully a slip shaft. Probably not. Probably a non-slip shaft. So I'll remove the air cleaner and see if I can get a little bit closer. Well, the airbox is off. Here we are. It's looking harder and harder for us to get this engine out without an engine lift. They weigh about 500 pounds and the lifting angle's terrible. So I noticed these little pieces of metal here, and they were inside. And I was thinking, those look like they would come out to hold all this crap up so you can work on the engine. And I was right. There's this switch here that makes them go in and out. It's pretty cool. That's in, that's out. And so I thought that was awesome. I didn't know that even had that. And I started looking around. So I'll take it off of this whole thing, see if it's still high enough, see if the catch is right. Because it should catch right here on both sides. I hope. That's cool they have that feature. Leave it to New Holland. Leave it to New Holland. Well, you know, that thing works in everything. That's cool. It's a nice little feature. I put it a little bit more this way. Figured, I don't know, maybe I'll have a better work area. I might go ahead and try to loosen the bolts underneath the engine, and then get a pry bar under it, which I don't want to crack anything, because it is cast iron. That's brittle. But see, I don't have any movement here. I'm believing this plate was welded on. This was hinged at one time, and some asshole welded that on. So I almost have to jack it up, which it has a knuckle on there. It's actually like a tractor shaft thing, slip yoke, almost like a transmission has, or a drive shaft. So it might just pull right off. I don't know. Oh crap! I do see a little nut. It might pull off. I don't know. Very hard to get to. Very hard. Alright, here. I got me a Pro Series 2,000 pound jack, 1 ton holding hydraulic crane. Let's see. Folding hydraulic crane. I thought a ton was 1,200 pounds, not 2,000 pounds, but okay. The thing itself weighs about 200 pounds. If I go to Northern Tool and Equipment, you know, first off, I'm paying $200 for this. Harbor Freight had a cheaper deal, but I live far from Harbor Freight, so I decided to buy it. It's $30 more expensive at Northern Tool and Equipment. They don't have any men on staff who can help me load the truck. So first off, I almost break a buggy in two. I haven't got it in a buggy. So yeah, I'm giving someone $200 and they can't even help me load it. But anyway, it is what it is. It's here. I'm going to put it together. And hopefully by tomorrow I could be pulling that engine finally. Where's Briggs? What are you doing, Briggs? Say hi to YouTube. Say. Alright. Here's how it looks like in box. And supposedly it folds up too. So I gotta save all this. That has some nuts in it. There's a ram. That's probably the most expensive part of it is the ram. That fiberglass in my trash box. Lay all these pieces out. Find some instructions. Powder coated, it would appear. See, I was going to make something, and I couldn't make anything as strong as this. Well, I could if I had all day long, but I don't. Let's see. There's the base right there. All right. It wants me to attach the caster wheels first, and evidently I got this upside down. Go like that. Oh, you can see those beautiful popcorn welds. And there's like hand tighten everything first. So I'm going to attach these caster wheels. These are part of this. And then 4 little holes right there on each side. I'll start with that. Briggs is helping. Alright, so I got the casters on. And next it says put the locking pins for the legs in place. So I got them and their weird locking mechanisms, which I assume you put the slack in that little hook just to keep it. I don't know. But anyway, from what it says, yeah, they didn't say anything about a washer. And notice this hole back here is a lot bigger. I bet you that one's for some other pin. Let's see. That pin fits there. Look for this pin. I don't know why the hole's bigger on the back side. I wish it would elaborate. Let me read some more. I love how in the instructions they have each bolt has a number. So you go look up the chart, and it's like 9, bolt M14X90. So then you look at the bolt, and there's none of that on it. This one says 48 MCS. Does not say any MX390. So yeah, but I got the base done. Now let's move on. I'm guessing these bigger bolts are to slide through to hold the jack. So let's see what the instruction wants me to do next. Attach the main support to the base assembly. And we're using 5 bolts, number 9, okay, and 5 washers and nuts. Done that. Now secure the boom to the main support post using bolt 12. Let's see, 12. That's a bolt M16X110. I'm assuming it's this really big one. I don't know for sure though. I'll have to see. I was right, it was a really big bolt. And that's through. So now I'm guessing what's left is the jack. And so I got 2 of these bolts. Those are probably, this one's probably for the base because that's thicker. I don't know, we'll look at the jack and see. Here we go, it's basically done. Let's see how good it works. Of course, they missed me 1 washer. The one that goes there. But I'm going to get it up and then put the chain on it. That sounds mildly erotic. Well, it's finished. That's it, fully extended. Well, actually, the boom has one more setting, but there's a burr in it, and I couldn't get the bolt through. Oh well. It's got this push-pull handle. It's pretty cool. Ooh, kind of almost lean back on the highest setting. One thing that's funny, here's a little bit of we got a wire from a wire feed welder that they left on there. So that was neat, so I left it. Let's see. Oh, I love the instructions. Warning for stowage. Must store on the hard level land. Must store on the hard level land. Yeah, and basically that's the only mistake they make in the Chinese instructions. Other than that is they want you to store with the boom all the way in. I mean the jack. Which actually you see there's a mark on it. That's like the red line mark. Don't go any further. But I can hang my punching bag from this, I think. Only one thing is there's a wiggle in there. There's a lot of wiggle in there. I probably can fix that with some more washers. I wish they gave me more washers. Yeah, just put some more washers in there and then it won't wiggle so much, I don't think. That's what I'll do. I'll get some washers for that. It's a folding design too. This, you pull this pin, pull that pin, and it folds up and then you put the pin back in. What was this sticker right here? I don't know. It says 2011 on it. Did I get last year's one? I guess. Put some weight on this. Oh, she's swinging now. I'm gonna push this underneath the trailer, the legs, and put it up on the trailer.